All right, I'm going to show you how we build a content post from very beginning, like the blog post isn't created, all the way through how to create the trackable link and the ad that we use to put it in to the ad sequencing or the content stacking conversion architecture. So this is a real estate post. So if you're in the real estate space, you're going to look at this and you're going to do exactly the same that I do. So without further ado, let's get to the screen share here. We'll turn that off. Okay, so first thing that I need to do is I need to create a shortcode. For this website, I am using IDX broker. So I'm going to go create a widget. So I'm going to go design websites, widgets. Then I'm going to go to legacy. Let that load there. There we go. Create new. Showcase. Custom search. Advanced search. And I'm just going to go see really quick. I want to get something that has a decent amount of results in it. So I'm going to do this one in Chula Vista today. So I just want to go see if I do, so there's 85 homes available in Chula Vista. If I go, what can you get for 600, which would mean 500. That takes it down to 24. I think that's okay. So I'm going to do Chula Vista 500 to 700. So in reality, I'm going to say, what can you get in Chula Vista for 600,000? So let's go back here, type in Chula Vista. And minimum price is going to be 500. Maximum price is going to be 700. Don't care about anything else. I'm going to leave all this stuff blank. What can you get in Chula Vista for? And I only want 24, and I always put 24. Don't ask me why, I just do. And then I do want the full link on the bottom. Build widget. So now I've got this widget that I can put on my website. If you use IDX Broker and you're part of the Realty Candy network, then what we're going to do is we're going to stylize this widget here. So now I'm going to go over to my IDX add-ons. I'm going to go to apps, scroll all the way down. And again, if you're using Showcase IDX or iHome Finder, excuse me, this is not a process that you're going to do, but this is just something we do to make it look a little bit better. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take my raw link. I'm going to copy that, put it on this one, get speedy. And here's the link that I'm going to embed. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do is I need to go find a Chula Vista image. So I'm going to go to Unsplash. I don't think I have one yet. So I'm going to go to Chula Vista. And again, don't overthink this. I'm literally just going to pick one that I think represents, I don't know if Mar Vista is there. I know that's not Chula Vista. Don't want to use that one. That would be bad. That's not here. Maybe if we had California, that might be a little easier. Or Big Sur, nowhere close to Chula Vista, but that's kind of cool. That might be in Chula Vista. We'll come back to that in a second. Downtown Los Angeles. No, we don't want to do that. Griffith is up in LA. Let's see if we can continue to... Okay, so we're not finding any luck in there. So I'm going to go find a San Diego downtown. Let's see if we can find anything there. Something that's relatively neutral. Again, this is just going to be a background image, so I don't want to overthink this too much. That looks like Chula Vista or San Diego. Yep, it is. I'm still not loving it. I know that building very well. We're not going to use Chicago. That would be a bad thing. Okay, I could probably pull this one off. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go download medium. And then I'm going to go to my downloads file over here. I'm going to relabel this. And I'm going to use that, two things. Number one, I'm going to use it for a thumbnail image. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open it with this. I'm going to click the edit button, and I'm just going to resize it just because 100%, 670. Actually, I think I'm okay with that. I'm not going to resize it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go create a post. So add new. And we're going to call this, what can you get for? Shut that down. This is a real estate post. And the county is San Diego. And the city is Chula Vista. So city, Chula Vista. And then I'm going to go grab that pretty little embed code here. Oops, don't want to preview it. Copy it, and I'm going to add an HTML widget right here. And then I'm going to publish it. Oh, I'm not going to publish it. I got to go add the featured image. And for every post that I do in the future, I'm going to use this Chula Vista image, even though it's not Chula Vista. I'm going to hit publish. Now, the content posts that we put together, these landing page blog posts, you'll see what it looks like here in a second. So what it looks like now is, what can you get for 600,000 in Chula Vista? It's got both tags up here, and it lists all the homes, 24 of them or whatever it is. They can click view all results, and that will take them to the search results of all 20. If they want to do that, nobody clicks that link, by the way. And then what's interesting about the background image or the featured image is we use that a couple times in this post. Now right here it says no data was found. That's because it's the only Chula Vista post I have right here. But it'll put the featured image in the background call to action. If I click that, it's going to use the image back there as well, and it's going to say the Chula Vista Expert Insider, and then access to Chula Vista Real Estate sent directly to your inbox. So every call to action that we use is going to have Chula Vista on it plus that image. If they look to exit this page, if I go copy this and go to an incognito window, it's set to wait 12 seconds, or when I try to exit, that will go again and automatically pop up. So remember, the content that we're creating right now, I'm not trying to squeeze them, but I do want to give them opportunities to join the email list if they want to. So the page is done. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to go create a Facebook ad. But before we do that, I need to create an image that I can use in Facebook. So if I go to Photoshop here, oh, don't want that. Let's go to new. I'm not sure if I had the carousel open on this one yet, so we'll just do a new one. And Facebook ad sizes, let's Google that. And I do have a template for this, but this is a new computer, and I don't think I have that on my thing here. So one is 1200 by 68, one is 9 by 16. So we're going to make this one 1200 by 628. We're going to make a 9 by 16. And a 1.9 to 1. So let's do that really quick. So we're going to go to, I think it's image or layer, new artboard. And the first one is we're going to call this Facebook wide, or I think it's main, right? So it's going to be 1200 by 628. Enter. That's going to give us that size. Let's relabel that here. We're going to go to image again. We're going to go to layer, new artboard. And now we're going to do the Facebook story size. And this one's going to be width is 1080 by 1920. And that's going to give us the story size. And then the other one was 1.9. I always screw this one up. So we'll make that a little bit bigger, 1.91 to 1. Layer, new artboard. And then we're just going to do Facebook side ad. And width is going to be 1900 to 1000. That's 1.9 to 1. So if we zoom out here, we've got our 3 Facebook ad sizes. All right, let's put that there. We'll put this over here to make it look a little nicer. I will give you guys this template. And now all we need to do is make the exact same 3 images, excuse me, on this. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to find my Chula Vista image, and I'm going to drag it onto Facebook. I think that looks okay. Then I'm going to hold down, I think it's Option. Yep, that'll make a copy. I'm going to hit Command T. I'm going to change it to make sure it fits the background of this. That looks a little better because there's water there. Everybody loves water. Then I'm going to do Command again or Option again. I'm going to drag it over to Facebook main. Command T to change the size. Pull it back. And again, let me see if I can get that water in there. That looks good. Hit Enter. Now, I can't use that as an image. I need to put a little overlay on top of that because I need some text to be able to pop. So let's make this a little bit bigger so I can see it. So on the Facebook side ad, I'm just going to add another layer right there. I'm going to draw a box just like this. And I'm going to make this my brand color. Oh, it already is. That's great. And then I'm going to change the opacity down to 70% right here. Okay, that looks good. Now, again, I'm going to hold down Option or whatever it is, and I'm just going to drag this to every single one and copy it. Change the size of it so that fits there. Looks good. Hit Enter. Copy that to this one. That looks good. Let's resize it so it fits it. Oops. Enter. Okay, so now I got my images. I got my overlays so I can read the text. Now all I need to do is go over here, add another layer on top of this, and I'm just going to put call to action on it. And then in this layer, that one's the Facebook side ad. So I'm just going to drag a little text box, and I'm going to write, what can you get for... And let's change the text color to white. And then take the size way down. Go ahead and center that. I don't want it bold, I want it regular. There we go. And then the distance above it. See if we can get that in the center here. It's kind of weird when you have all the boxes next to each other. But I think that's okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. Hold down Option. Let's drag that over to the other one. And let's go format it for this one. So all we're going to do that is just drag this box over here, and we're going to make it look good as best we can. So I actually don't think I would change all that much about the sizing. Again, I just want them to see this, and I want them to click on it because it's obvious what they're clicking on. Wow, that formatted perfectly. Okay, so I think from an ad perspective, I think that's good. This looks a little off-center to me, so I'm just going to do a fine adjustment here. So now I've got these 3 images. I'm going to close all the artboards. And to get these images out of here, all you do is hold down Shift and select all the artboards, right-click, and then go to Export As. And these are kind of big, so let's change these all to JPEGs. And we're going to make them very good. There we go. Now those are much better. So 182, 146. Let's go excellent. Okay, that's probably better. This is probably too big, actually. So I'm going to do Command T. I'm going to make that smaller because Facebook's going to freak out that I have too much text in there. Okay. Now I think that's good. So we're going to do the same thing. Close them all, hold down Shift, right-click, Export As. We need to change them all to JPEGs. Let's make them very good. Okay. That looks good to me. None, copyright, yep, export. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go to desktop. And we're just going to click open. So now if I go to my desktop, that's not how you do that. You'll notice I have these images. They're somewhere. Oh, they're right here. So I have this, and this. So if I click space, that's it. Okay. Could those images be a lot better? Yes, but I don't care. Remember, done is better than perfect, okay? So now we got to go build the ad. Let's go to Ad Manager right now. So I cleared out all my ads. I spent all weekend last weekend cleaning up this ad account. So you have no idea how happy I am to see a clean one right here. So let's go to Create Ad. Stupid things, I know. And we're going to call this Traffic. And then we're going to call this IDX Ads Traffic. Remember, because this controls the objective, the ad set, this is going to be Chula Vista plus 15 miles, because that controls that. And this is going to be what can you get for 600,000 in Chula Vista. And I'm going to do MAC for Marianne Chanthala because I'm going to give her these leads. Okay, so of course we're going to do real estate. Housing, United States, totally fine. Auction site, totally good with this, totally good with all that stuff. Let's go to Chula Vista. I do want to send them to my website. I'm going to do, let's just leave it at, we'll leave it at $8 a day and test this. So start date, we're going to start this right away, and then we're going to run this for 7 days. Actually, there's no end date because we'll just do that manually. Custom audience, I'm going to leave blank. Locations, I'm going to change United States to just Chula Vista plus 15 miles. There it is. People living or recently in this, that's totally fine. 18 to 65, we're not going to touch any of this stuff. Placements, we're going to go to manual, or at least I'm going to. And then I'm going to turn off audience network. I'm going to turn off messenger. And inside feeds, I want news feed, I want Instagram feed, marketplace is fine, video feeds is no, Facebook right column. I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm going to leave it on. Instagram Explore, Instagram Shop, and Facebook, I don't know what business is, right? So we're going to turn that off. I want it in stories, I want it in that, I want it in Reels, that's fine. In stream, I'm going to turn that off. Reels overlay, I'm going to turn that off. Search is fine. In article, whatever, that's fine. I'll let them roll with that. That's it. So I'm going to optimize for link clicks. That's all for that. I'm going to go to create the ad now. So now it's going to look for my pages. Hopefully when I cleared all this out, this didn't totally, yep, that works, good. Okay, cool. I was worried that was not going to work. So now I'm going to say single image or ad. And add media. Add image. And I'm just going to pick one. Go to desktop here. It should be the first ones. And I'm going to do main here. And what it's going to do is it's going to auto format this image for every other ad that I created. See how it does this? And it says, hey, for this, I don't want to do that. I want to replace it. So let's go upload it and go to my story one. And there's a little bit of a formatting thing. That's fine. Original, let's go 1:1. Yeah, I screwed something up here, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so that looks good. This looks horrible. Okay, so they're asking for a square that's recommended. So that's working good, but this one is not. So feeds, they want 1:1. No problem. Let's go back over here and let's add a 1:1. So we're just going to go here. We're going to go to Layer, File, New Artboard, and we're going to call this Facebook Square. And let's just do 2000 to 2000 because that's 1:1. And all we're going to do is we're going to take all of this. We're going to hold down Command again or whatever the copy thing is. I'm on a different keyboard, so I can't tell you. And let's zoom out. And all we have to do is format this now. Let's drag this over here. So we're going to make that the right size. That's the overlay. Let's make the and then let's take the text and let's put that in the center here. Okay, that looks like it's in the center, so I'm just going to click on the square one. That's the only one I need. Export as, and JPEG, very good. That's good. Let's export it. Call it Facebook Square. Let's go back to the ad manager. Let's go to replace. Let's go to upload. Okay, let's see if that works now. Okay. It's still, I don't know why it does this. Normally it's pretty good. Okay. And I think we're in business. Let's hit next. Allow enhancements, whatever, don't care about that. So now it's going to show you on the right what all these look. And why this is important is when you use the right images, they just convert more. They convert better because they actually fit, like that fits the story perfectly, right? So that's good. Single image or video, carousel, don't care about that. Don't care about dynamic, don't care about full screen. I have all the media in there. Now we need to write the ad. So the Chula let's see what this looks like on a normal post here. All right, so headline's going to be Chula Vista for 600K. Description is full address and media. Photo. Okay, destination website. So a couple things we want to do now. I need to, let's do Steve Olson Group here. So that displays that correct. Okay, that's good. I want to build a link. So let's go to that blog post here. And a couple things that I want to build. Number one, I need to do agent equals MAC. So I know to give these to Marianne Chanthala. And then I'm going to click my URL builder. Source is going to be Facebook. The medium is going to be ad. And the campaign is going to be the name of the campaign. So the way that we do that is we just go here to Ads Manager. And we just copy this. And we do that all over again. Paste that right there. And let's see if that formats it correctly. Because if you put a broken link in there, Facebook's not going to fix it. Okay, so it's stripped out my little agent equals. So what I need to do now is copy this, which is fine. Go back to the Ads Manager. Paste it right there. And then at the end of it, I need to do and agent equals MAC. If they fill out any of those squeeze pages on this form, so if they click this right here and they fill that out, that's going to collect the agent info. If they click the if they try to leave and the pop-up happens, it'll collect it there. And if they fill it out here, it's going to collect it there as well. So that's why we want to make sure we include it on that so I can track that effectively. Don't care about call extension, learn more. Yeah, fine, we can leave it at that. Languages, tracking, all of that stuff. That is it. And there we go, publish. So from here, all we need to make sure that we do is look at the traffic, and what I'm looking for in the next, I would say 48 to 72 hours, is how cheap I can get that click down. Ideally, in most markets, we're averaging anywhere from 6 cents to 29 cents a click, but most of them are hovering right around 19 cents a click. And before we edited this blog post page, our previous call to actions were converting at just a hair under 2%, which means 2% of all the traffic registered to get that email. My hope is that by making it a little bit more obvious going forward, that the new call to action will increase more than 2%. Now remember, the whole purpose of us doing this is I don't care how many people register on the page. It's a bonus based on who registers, right? So I really don't care. Let me refocus this really quick. That doesn't want to refocus. There we go. It's a bonus whoever registers on that page. So if we get a bunch of leads, great. If not, that's fine too, because remember, I'm going to retarget everybody that engages with that post to the next one, which is either going to be a PDF download or register for a live webinar that I'm going to do once a week. All right. So that's the purpose of that. I hope it makes sense. I don't know how long this video is, but from soup to nuts, from making the post, creating the IDX, creating the thumbnail for it, making the Facebook images, launching the campaign, doing all the targeting, everything. That's it, soup to nuts. Any questions, let me know, but that's how we're launching ads right now.